Hello, guys. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Welcome, welcome. And then I will start. Haha. Welcome in. I have been preparing all the way to the moment until now. Welcome to WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Let's see here. My presentation is complete, even though I probably have a lot more I could add to it. Let me see, let me look here one moment. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to put this photo up. All right, I'm going to put this one photo up. Take these down. Even though this is the one to the left here is from the Watts case. And this is my little fisherman. But I'm gonna take this down because I'll give it a little bit before I start. But I want to keep this up first. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see who we have here. Today's presentation is... All my presentations are amazing. Welcome in, Mary C., Sassafras, Rumple here, Long here. Hi, guys. I'm sorry I didn't give you guys such a notice. Mom to Five Kings, welcome. What You Know videos. Hi. I didn't give you guys much time to prepare. I didn't know I was going to be going on tonight, but I feel as if it's important to get information out there daily if possible. Hi. This station, for those that don't know, is dedicated to the Summer Moonwell's missing children, is what I do call the children and the cases that I go over on this channel. And the channel's dedicated to the victims that didn't have a choice. And we're taking, hi Muffin Top, welcome, welcome. Rachel, that were taken without choice. They didn't have a choice. And I believe that these are sacrifices, and these children are sacrificed, sold, trafficked, and they don't solve these cases. They just don't, and for some reason, I believe they stay far, far away from it. And we're here to give these victims a voice and to help bring justice to their story. The way I bring justice to their story is I listen. I listen to the information that threads my way, that comes through my third eye, that is shown to me. I do hear it, I see it. All my senses, I smell it, see it, hear it. Sometimes I feel it, depending on if it's like cold ground. I'll know if it's dirt, grass, water, sand, things like that. And Summer Moon Wells is the reason that I'm here channeling this for the children, because I didn't ask for it. It was shown to me, and I must follow through, right? So I'm starting off. So welcome in, everybody. Thumbs up on your way in would be tremendous. And subscribing, becoming a member is a great way. It's a great way to support the channel. So I actually took the other photos down that I had up first and chose to put this one up. This photo comes from the Valo, Lori Vallow. This is from the Vallow. I think this was from their video. Now, I go back to this because I keep all of the photos that speak to me as far as it's saying this is a great representation of what is going on with these sacrifices. So this photo here is a great representation. And I have put this in my presentation today because another photo has come up that is representative of this. This is by water. This is under a bridge. This is cold. This is damp. This is hidden. And it's old. The information that you see here is much of the same information that I have been giving you guys since day one. Here, I'm going to point this out and then it'll help. So, as this came from Lori Vallow, right? I can tell you that Lori Vallow, the Vallow, her kids are the exact cases I'm working on. Okay? These here are the maroon, the white, the whatever, number 5s are right here. This here, you have seen these railroads, you have seen these boxes, you have seen this, you have seen that. What you see here, you're going to see again today in my presentation, and I'm going to speak the best that I can. This here is where the victims do go. Now, is it this exact place? There's the A. See? Right there. There's the A-frame. No, but I can tell you that anyone that listens to me that is guilty of being one of those that takes the lives of other people, they're the only ones that know, other than the spirits themselves that are showing it to me, that this is real. So a lot of the information I'm going to go over today actually is I'm going to continuously show the people that think that no one knows what's going on, that we know what's going on. Here at WCIA Network, even though everything is allegedly, and it's for entertainment purposes only, and we have no one that has come forth to tell me that this is the truth, I speak it as if it's the truth. It comes through as if it's the truth. By no means has this been proven. By no means has any of these people's names, faces, information have been proven to be guilty or part of this. What I am able to do now, through all of the thousands of images that I kept in order, because one day this will turn into some sort of a presentation, documentation, right? There's certain parts of information that when I first started, they looked so crazy. Like this picture here, that's Benny to the left, right? This is Benny's face with his hat on his head. And Benny's, we don't know who Benny is. I say it all the time. I don't know who Benny is. I've never seen him in person, so I don't know who's who. But this comes from his channel. And this is the face that I see all the time painted like this. Just like how Summer Moon Wells wound up with one of these at her bedside when she was murdered. The one to the right here, you guys, is that goddamn lady who's keeping this Julia girl. This is from her video. Her very last video she put out of that poor girl that she's saying is playing the piano. That people are using Madeleine McCann's name in vain. And they're using her name attached to such a horrific thing that is going on out there right now. It's a horrific story that is being told and is being used and abused to make money. Here, put it this way. It's either to make money or she knows information that she's putting in front of Madeleine McCann's parents to either tell them information, bother them, or threaten them. But this is the lady that's in that video. This is what she looks like. Now I pulled this image over because it's not a new image to me. But Madeleine McCann's name, there's a very, very, very large story that is beneath whatever this woman is doing. I only could tell you what I know through my third eye, that it happens to do with many other sacrifices by the same people, and there's a message being put out there. There's this message that's coming through. And no one's stopping her because there's so many people on all different levels involved. This is completely messed up information, but there's a reason for it. And notice the people again that are staying away from it. Because the information that this woman is giving has nothing to do with her story. Kylie Rodney is part of this group. That's why you see Kylie Rodney rumple along here. So that is your insight. This lady is to the right. My psychic side tells me that she knows all the information about the Idaho 4, Kylie Rodney, Aaron Carter, and those are the ones that come to mind right now. And then there's little babies, right? Little ones, like the Quentin Simons, the Summer Moon Wells, the Harmony Montgomery, those. But in this moment right now, they're just taking care of something that went wrong, or they need to send a message. These are the Idaho 4 kids. This is what happened. This is her photo. This is what happened. She's one of the Idaho 4 girls. This is what happened to her photo when I cropped it. Her face brightened up like that. I didn't put her face there. Whatever pattern is going on this woman's head is speaking a story about these Idaho 4 murders. The story of these murders have not stopped telling the story. This photo on the bottom right-hand corner is from one of the very last parties that the Idaho 4 kids went to. I'm blowing it up for those who can't see while on a phone. Look at it. I have shown this so many times before, but I am showing again now because there's something about this Madeline McCain shit that is busting this open for me. The face that you see stuck in the ground, that's coming out of the ground there, is the same situation as this photo here from the Beeston Bunch. These are the same situations, you guys. They're all coming out from the ground up. These are, I could only tell you from what I feel, hear, smell, and see, right? This is all entertainment purposes. These are wood pieces. They're coming up from beneath a different level. Their head is on top. It's like stuck up out of the ground. Now, I don't give a shit how crazy this looks. These are the same photos and what they do to their faces as all the photos that I have. Why is it that the Beeston Bunch has this in his photo? That is a photo. Now, I'm not saying that they did anything. What I have asked 1,000 times for over a year is any of these groups to come forward, recognize what's in their photo, and discuss it and have it looked at. This guy's photo, he's not showing it on purpose. It's stuck in his video. I said that this is under the ground, showing from under those tables. There's one of the screens right there. That is a one-way screen that they're showing with the maroon trim. First one I showed you was in the Summer Moon Wells case. So, yeah, nothing's been proven, but it's all the same. So my question is, why would it all be the same? Why would a photo like that on the bottom right-hand corner come from a party that all of these girls were at? All of them were sacrificed. Now, I am not saying that these are the exact girls. The people that were sacrificed we know them as the names that they told us they are. Gabby Petito's one of them too. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention her. Gabby Petito is one of these girls as well. Gabby Petito. Absolutely, positively, she's in this group. That's who I was thinking. And they do show the photos. So I am here to tell you, my main message tonight is it's all tied together, and whatever is going on with this lady that is yip-yapping, it's all fake. Her face is fake. It's all fake. The whole entire thing are smoke and mirrors, just like all of the stories that we have been going over here. But there's a message that she's bringing. Or she's just getting ready for for Easter. It could be that simple. These heads that come out from under the ground, and this is why I put Aaron Carter in this group. Aaron Carter's photos are up on top. The newest person that you guys know that I get information from is Molly Golightly's channel. For all I know, Molly Golightly's channel has always given information. I don't think so. I don't think so. Something's gone wrong over there. Molly's information shows the same situation. People coming up from the ground. Now, I never thought that I would be grabbing, because, I think she's pretty smart. She would kind of know if someone is putting shit in her videos. But I have asked, and there's been no response. And let me tell you, she's in my presentation a lot again because her information is extremely strong. These are elements that we have been looking at since June 16th. Do you guys see? Put a number 1 in chat. For those that are new, I'm going to point this out. Here's the number 5 hanging, which we've seen just like that. It's a little face. Here's the white face with the heart on the white thing. This is underground. That is someone's face covered in white. Now, I'm showing it because it strengthens the story of what's going on here. And Aaron Carter's photos are so 110% the sacrifices that are going on within all the cases that I cover here. That is Aaron Carter on top. I'm not quite clear how this isn't being recognized. This poor girl that is being used as the face of many other victims has nothing to do with this girl's conversation. The last two videos are where I got my photos from. This photo here is of the Julia that this doctor whatever brought through the airport. Now, all I see here, and I'm going to show you again, are the Idaho 4, Kylie Rodney, Gabby Petito. That's all I see. I don't see any Julia. I do see one. I'm going to show you where the photo is. I do see a photo that is representative of Madeleine McCann. So what I think is going on is there's some threat. There's communication being told through this woman's voice. But this is what Julia looks like. There's a serious problem that no one's recognizing. This is what all the faces look like. That's Kylie Rodney up on the right-hand side. That's the smile. These are the Watts kids down on the left-hand side. Down on the right-hand side comes from the Kent family. These are all intertwined, and whatever message this woman is giving has to do with all these cases. That's why I'm calling her out. And that's why I challenge her to come on here and tell us the story. Because what is being told is not the truth. It can't be. How could it be the truth when there's pictures like this? Can't be. I believe that this is what these rooms look like, where they go. This came from the family that I follow. I only follow one family. And this is when the family went on their trip to their lake house. Now, to me, this is what the horrific scene looks like. These are all the elements. This is the shed. This is it. Yeah, the drum set is a big deal. A lot of photos that Arbania sent me have information from past murders. That is up to the law enforcement to do something with it. Like this photo here could be matched up to all the sacrifices. I mean, as crazy as this looks, this is all in there. All of it. I really need you to notice what's on his face, because I'm going to show you that this is what's on this poor Julia's face throughout her whole entire time as playing this part of Julia. This here is a very big element in all of the cases. You guys have seen this before. This. Right there. That is going to be shown. This photo of wherever they are can be found if they want to find it. There you go. What you see here is a picture of someone's face with that thing on it to the right. That is her face with this on it. And that A-frame is always on the face. It's underneath the chin. Everyone has one. They all have one of those. They all have their own. I read chat, by the way. I'm reading it even though I'm quiet. So, this is what's on her. And the picture to the left, that photo comes from, let me look, one of the creators I follow. Wait, let me look over here. Oh, good. Oh, no. It's Idaho, one of the Idaho 4 girls. This is the same girl. This is what she looks like, you guys. You see what she has on her face? Do you know that that's the exact same mask that I showed you Molly had on her face? That white thing? Do you understand that these Idaho 4 kids were completely sacrificed by the same people that I'm showing you right now? There's no difference. That thing that you see on her face, let me see, let's see. Molly. Not that one. Let's see. Yeah, see, now it's like I'm gathering a lot of stuff with her. That, let's see, number 3, maybe it's in here. That is when I showed you that she was like standing in the mirror with, oh, maybe it is right here. She's standing in the mirror with like this thing on her face. And only reason I pulled it to the side is because I've seen it before, right? So I put everything to the side that I know is an element. That's just how I do it. And when I saw let's see if it's in here. She's in the bathroom with that Ford, it's like with that Ford stuff, that Ford cream. But anyways, it's representative of what you see here on her face. The only difference is it's not white. Molly's is white. Just like that. So it's really coming down to, gosh, very small little group. The photo that was in The Same Girl Uncovering from Idaho 4, in the back of her photo, there was this girl. And I'm like, who is she? Why does she keep showing up in the Idaho 4 pictures? Her face, to me, looks the most like this face that pops up in Julia's pictures. There is a common thread here of people, teenagers and kids that this lady is showing that have a crossover between the people, the victims, and the ones that are doing it. This is the picture of Julia. Somehow, one of the stations overlapped Julia's picture with Madeleine McCann's photo. Now, everything that is done within the media, there is a rhyme and a reason for it. First, take in the fact that this is what this girl looks like on the left-hand side. That's what she looks like, you guys. So, when I say that's what she looks like, they always have a fake person or someone that is playing the victim, and their body and their face are the deep fake cover-up over whatever they don't want us to see, that is made to be seen either by the dark web. To me, it's This is being made for the people that are involved. I feel like there's a massive switch. There's a massive something going on, and this information is being put out there, and she's being protected. Now, she might be a fake person as well. I don't really know, and I don't care. All I know is these are the stories of all of the victims that I cover here. That's what I know, you know? And that those threads that I brought up the other day that come out of Michael Vaughn's eyes, Summer Moon Wells' eyes, that's why I said that they're involved in this too. But right now, I feel as if the conversation is about this older group. Something's happened. The one to the right is coming from that fake Julia. The one from the left comes from the family that I follow. It's all telling you the same story. It's telling you the story here that Sammy tells. This is what's telling you. This is what's happening. It's really not that complicated when they have to put the information out. If you know your elements, you just go grab your elements. Because they don't change. They're the same. In Madeline McCain's photos, they have two girls that they show. I'm saying they're not the same girls. They're not both Madeline. Allegedly, right? Because I don't know that. I don't know if they're not both Madeline. To me, they're not both Madeline. To me, there are two different girls here. This is one of them. This girl here that is being shown has much of the same information as the girl that's being shown to the left, which is not the girl that we know from the Idaho 4. This girl here to the left is a younger version. Now, I'm just telling you the shit that comes through me, okay? Like, nothing's been proven. Nothing. But they are telling a story. There is something going on here. These are two different girls because the two Madelines that they show have different stories. They're not the same. That's what I know. This girl, they're saying that this is where she is. They're giving the information right in the picture. That's not deep fake. This was on CNN. It's right there. So this girl to the left, look at this picture. This here is in the photo that was on CNN. It's right there. They're giving the information loud and clear. But look at this picture. Look at this picture, you guys. That right there, it's showing this, to me, this girl is 19 years old. This girl's younger. And this is the room where do you know that is all the equipment? And that door with that bright thing, do you know that matches up with the picture to the right, they're giving a story. They're giving information and they're trying to communicate about these girls. And they're doing a horrible job at it. To me, they are, because I know what they're saying. This here is right in the photo. Let me turn it the right way. This way. Oh, I have to turn it this way. Okay. This here you could grab it off of CNN News. It's right in her picture. This one is right in her photo, is telling the same story. It's telling the same story. This shouldn't even be in Madeleine McCann's picture in the background. You guys, it's right there. This picture matches up. You understand? And it's showing you these two girls can possibly be the same people. But this girl that you see here is not one of these are two separate people. Those are two separate girls. The one here in this photo, this is the same. Understand that these are the same photos. This one I showed you earlier, the one on the ground there, like these are two different people. The one smiling over here is Idaho 4. The one on the ground here is not the Idaho 4. The Idaho 4 is the one that's face is all bright. That and this are not the same people. This here and her are not the same. There is something, that one on the ground and this one on the ground. This one is telling a different story. This one on the ground has all the elements and has the whole entire setup as if they're in the room over here. This little girl has that thing on her neck. This little girl, to me, has some connection with the girl in front. There is a story being told. There is a story being told. And it's not the story that they're telling. Because the story they are telling is covering up really what they're saying to their people. Because there is no way, there is no freaking way that the little girl that you see in this picture is this little girl, Madeleine McCann. Now, they've used these two pictures always, and I've always said they're not the same. But no one has ever said anything. I'm saying something now because something's wrong. You see, this is Madeleine McCann. this is. We don't know who she is. There's some connection. I am telling you this through what I hear, that this little girl has some connection to this Idaho 4. And because I speak the words for them, the more I speak it, the more that shows. And that's what's so emotional for me. And that's what's so difficult for me lately to get through these lives, because like I shouldn't say never, I have gone through stuff like this before, but the intensity right now and the emotional state of these children are so powerful, and they're saying so much and no one's listening, right? They just have to look. This is in the CNN. This is in her poster photo, you guys. Why isn't anyone noticing? There is a passageway or something's happening. Like, this is very symbolic of the people, of these two girls. I mean, you see the images right there. Now, what I'm going to show you is how this is from CNN. I'm going to show you how this fake Julia this is what she is carrying through the airport, the fake airport. Let me show you. Let me see if the CNN, no, oh, I cut it, the CNN, oh, it goes this way. So this was on the CNN report. I'll show you the full picture, I'll grab it, but this is how it looks on the full report. Her parents are in the front, like the parents are there, and then the other side is Madeleine McCann. And what you see all the way over to the right-hand side is the most important information. Now, I immediately go over there, including the wires, the whole entire thing. I'm saying, why does this picture even look this way? I mean, look at, they put shit on the father and everything. Look at his ear. I just told you that I started out with that picture of the Valo kids, and I said that's an important picture. You see in her hair those green things? That's I just showed you were around the Valo kids. It's I don't know. It's all right here is what it is. See the little lights showing up around her? Do you see what's around her neck? These are in the news. I don't know how they change photos. in the news. But I'm lately become extremely uncomfortable with it all. I mean, the elements are on her. And this is not the Madeline McCain that we know. It's a different girl. Just speaking through spirit. That's what's on her neck. Now, when you zoom out from this photo, the appearance in this photo start to tell the story, and I don't know why. The picture to the left to me is the same story. It's really, really hard for me to completely explain it, but put it this way here. Let me grab elements. I'll turn this and try to show you something that is the same and it really shouldn't be. Okay? Some reason the McCains are showing elements on their bodies, right? Now, we don't know why they're there. Someone puts it there, right? The father on the father's side now shows, and this just is in the news lately. This wasn't probably in the news back when she went missing. This, which is on the ground, is the green face, the white face, and the maroon face. Right there. That's what all of a sudden is in this picture. And that stick starts coming out of her mouth with the number 5 on it that Summer Moon Wells had. Notice how bright the face is getting to the left-hand side. It's brightening. This chair is so loud. So, what I can tell you is there's a connection and there's a story that is being told. Whose lit up face? You think that that's Kylie? It's not the same girl on the ground. It's not. You see that? This is the Madeline McCain to the right-hand side. The left-hand side shows that little face in the middle of Julia's face, right? That's the only thing that looks like her. But those are two different girls. This one I couldn't find the picture, but this here comes from that doctor's video. The girl who has Julia. This here, all I see is the fake car. This to me is the fake car. This to me is the same truck that Michael Vaughn was driving in his backyard. This is the fake car. This is the setup, and this was in this girl's video. That's what I see. The fake car, people in it, and this is the situation. This is the room. There's your little chipmunk on the car. There's your chipmunk. This is what's in the window of her video. This was Kylie Rodney's fake car. This is Kylie Rodney's fake car. So these things have big wheels. Let me turn it. Let's see. And they have a purpose. And this is what these fake, it's the interior of the fake car, I should say. Here, I turned it this way. This basically is like the interior, like what gets put in here. You know, like this thing here, this on the left-hand side. And this all comes from her video. This is a photo. It's not a very good photo, but I kept it because it's a real picture. It's a real photo of what's going on here. So imagine that is in here. You see, this is how their heads stick out. It's like in here. They're in this car. Just like that. I hope you guys could see what I'm talking about. This here, and this is how it's done. This here is the car. And imagine this here is the body that's in the machine. And that goes right in here. And this is what they look like in the car. That's what Kylie Rodney's car looked like. I know Michael Vaughn had one of these. They all do. This is the fake car. And it's a major machine. And it goes just like that. Goes just like that. We don't know what it does, but this is what they lay in. Just like that. here is this Julia at the airport. This is not Julia. These are one of the recent sacrifices. This is underground. And this person is holding the trophies. What's under those words, they're basically all together. I do know that it's not the person that they say it is. I do know that this happens to be something that is connected to the recent murders of a little older generation. I don't know if they are moving shit, but she's not big. This stuff's being maneuvered. She's not alone. And it's none of the story is whatever we're being told, none of it is true. So that's the push cart. And then that's Kylie Rodney on the right hand side. I do see the Kylie Rodney. Whatever is happening in these pictures and these videos has to be told. They have to show it. How do I know that? Because they're showing it. Why would they be showing this stuff? And the question is, why the hell is no one noticing? Look. That's what's back there. All this is the same thing as we saw Kylie Rodney pushing with all of her stuff on it. It's all of her stuff. And that's Kylie Rodney on the right-hand side from the beach party. There are many, many faces within this girl's video. And I call bullshit on her, and I challenge her to come up on my station. Because all this is one of the phases. This is just one of the phases of the sacrifice. You are moving the maroon, the green, the white number 5 boxes. These things are being moved. They're going somewhere, and for some reason something must have went wrong, and you had to move all of your shit. And and everyone needs to know that this is what you're doing. Maybe that's it. Maybe someone came too close and you needed to move everything. I don't know. All I know is these are the sacrifices. These are the boxes. These are them. These are them. These are the faces. These are the heads, however you want to say it. This is what is going on. These are being shown. What is this? Are these the Idaho 4 kids? Who is this? These are the same kind of faces. These are sacrifices that were... What is going on? Because all I know is whatever you are doing, you're lying. That's the airport. That is not the airport. That is not the airport. I call bullshit. We have seen these bodies wrapped more than enough on here with the smiley face in the front. I mean, if you think for a second that I'm going to let this shit slide and not say anything about it, ain't happening. Look, you guys. See this picture? These are the bodies. And there's your smiley face. There's your smiley face. Right there. So, you could shove it up your ass, lady. You're busted. As far as I'm concerned, you're busted right here on my channel. Because I don't care if no one else notices or says anything. I am telling the story for the children. I am telling the story for the sake of all of these stories. Here's your little smiley face that's on Kylie. You guys, there is no reason. The only reason those smiley faces are there is because they're telling the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. Welcome to U.S., Julia, the land of love and dreams. Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? Is that like a direct hit on the USA? Yeah, of course the pictures are blurred. Your pictures are blurred. Is this your first time here? Make them little. You want me to keep them little and they won't be blurred? Then you won't be able to see them. What do you think? These are perfect pictures? Hilarious. Someone explain it to her. So that's the smiley face. Obviously, it's a slam on the U.S. Here's Molly again. Molly Golightly's photos that she took in the airport look just like the information of that room. So I'm putting that down as major information. This here and this here, this is Summer Moon Wells's one of her very last photos that Candace put up on her Facebook before it was taken down. Everything in this photo I knew would be all of her trophies. This photo probably no one has. This is very, 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 very important photo. Summer Moon Wells, all of the stuff here, everything that you see here as far as elements, wind up with Summer. Candace put this out there. Here is the chipmunk the snake. There's her smiley face. See her smiley face under there? These are Summer Moon Wells's trophies. There's her green face. And no one has picked this up. This is basically the same kind of information that's coming through right now for the other victims. See on the bottom? Her little face. It's so sad to me that that I could just keep repeating over and over and over, and all these loony, crazy shit things that keep popping up are the same. Like, that's Kylie. That's Kylie's. It's all the same. It's all the same information. Aaron Carter, that's one of his, those are his masks. I don't understand it quite yet, but I know the masks are familiar. I don't believe that's Aaron standing there. It's not Aaron. This here is what is next to the piano. Remember I told you guys that there's that A-frame. Everyone has an A-frame. Well, there's the head, and this is just representation of a sacrifice. That's all. And this is what it looks like. I just showed you. This is what the heads look like in those little cars, right? So oh yeah, this does look like Kylie. This here would be this. This is the same thing. This is reminding me of Kylie. This has a Kylie feel to it. This has a Kylie energy. Really does. So this again, this here is the same thing as this. The only difference is this is showing a real person stuck in the real A-frame. Let me grabbing my charger. That always happens. Hold on. Okay. So this photo here I've always kept. I got this from Ryan Upchurch. One of his videos. This comes from him. And it's funny, I kept this before I even knew what was going on with this thing. But now I see it, because before it looked a little like, you know, but you could see the A-frame. The A-frame is what you see really clearly. And then you see a lot of other things going on. But this did come from Ryan's video. Came from his channel. So this here, that's the A-frame that everyone has. Let me turn it. So this is a good representation of showing you, especially for those who's really haven't seen my other stuff in the past. This is the A-frame that is showing up in this girl Julia's videos, right? And that is in the other videos I've done in the past. But never this clear. And then the one in front is someone sitting in a contraction. Now this is somewhere underground. This is underground. It's a quite interesting photo. So what you see to the left-hand side would be what you see on the right-hand side. See how that A-frame and all these all match up? These are showing sacrifices. And they need to speak right now. I am convinced that this is the clearest photo I'm going to get of the room that holds a lot of the equipment. This came from the one of Molly's videos with Bullhorn Betty and that girl. My brain's fried. Can't think. But this here, I don't know what's going on. There's rooms that do stuff. Don't know how this got into her video, but this is in the video and it shows a shitload of information, including the door in the back. This is an unreal photo, especially since there's a head in there. See all those little pieces to the side? It's like it's a cookie cutter. This is a cookie cutter. And these are all elements that you see all the time. That's a head. I don't know. We don't know whose head that is. It's a sacrifice. But it has all the critters around it. See? Little bucket. There's a blue bucket. And there's whatever that is back there, a doorway. But that's a kind of interesting photo. Oh, it's hers, Olivia. So, when I'm showing this Julia walking the blue, the maroon, and the white heads and stuff through the fake airport, obviously that's not Olivia. Someone did that to her, right? It's not her, obviously, because that's just not her. But this is the equipment that they're showing. And whatever fake room they put her in is speaking the same language as Julia. Right here. This one's a little blurry, sorry, because it was really little. It was like one of those smaller frames within a frame. So this here shows the maroon, the white, the green, whatever, right? And she's sitting in, whoever that is, we know it's not whoever we think it is. She's sitting in one of those chairs, like one of those, I don't know. She's sitting in it. Just like Julia. So it's speaking the same language. Speaking the same language. Up top, you see one of those heads. It's the strangest thing. I mean, these all came from, these here came from Molly, and I don't know why she hasn't responded to, I don't know, anything. Like, just respond as you're, that at least look into it. Like this is in your video. Like, find out why. Like, find out why. Why would that be in your video? Shit like this is in Summer Moon Wells' videos. Again, the picture to the left is from Candace and Don Wells's video of Candace in the fake hospital. What you see there is the equipment. That equipment, to me, is the same equipment that you are seeing on the right-hand side. This is the equipment. Now, obviously, they took this photo, it was down the hallway of the hospital. No hospital has, first of all, no matter what this is, no hospital has this shit down the hallway. That's for starters. And that's what you see here all the way in the back is all that equipment. It's so crazy how no one says anything. And that equipment, I believe, also is being shown in this video over in the right hand side. Same stuff. These are the heads. Now, this is when I say that they're head in a cylinder. The reason I'm showing this photo again is because it's really, sometimes I get a really clear picture. You know, when someone just said, you know, why is it blurry? It's super hard to get a clear photo because many a times what they do is put the best photo in this small frame. And in order to get that frame, it looks blurry, right? This here is the best, clearest photo of the cylinder right here. We know that that's supposed to be can of paint. We know that's not a can of paint. Right? And then on the bottom here, you could see the blue face. That's the same blue face that I showed you guys was in Arbania's video. It was super clear in the video. These are the cylinders that I talk about that have these cylinders in it. And I decided to put this up here once again because there's new people, right? When I would say that Adventures with Purpose was pulling this stuff out of the water, this is a great example of what I see. Now, again, I'm not saying that, they're guilty of pulling it out of the water. What I'm saying is this is in their video, and to me, this is the cylinder of importance. So whatever is in these things is what they're going in the water for. You see. This here is from Adventures with Purpose, and I just never understood it. The cylinder to the left basically is the cylinder that I said was at Ashley Furniture's video, from Molly's video. This is just happens to be a great example of what these things look like. That's what it happens to be. It's nothing to do with her. And this is what these things look like underground in the water. That is the equipment. That is a cylinder. This is from the Valo kids. And I believe that this is a pretty rare photo that is very close to the truth. And this was taken underwater. So one day we're going to find out. I believe that this is fairly close to the truth. As close as you could get it. So I'm going to jump right now to the photo from the Beast and Bunch that I said I recognized the girl's face. Not to say this is her, but this is who I was thinking. This girl, for some reason, came up with Sammy. I don't know if they're friends. I have no idea. But I at first am like, wait a minute. I see Sammy's face in her face. She's got some channel. I don't know if they're friends. But when I went back to go look at these faces, at first I thought that they were the same people, because the girl on the left-hand side shows up in the little corners of Sammy's videos. But when I brought up the Beastins the other day, I'm like, that's who she reminded me of. That's who she reminded me of, is that girl. Now, I don't have the best of the best photos, but I see this girl's face inside the girl from the Beast and Bunch. Do you guys see that? Oh, they're not friends, but her face changes and she shows a lot of information, and her tattoo on her body changes sides. I don't know who she is, but all I know is that is who came to mind. I'm like, now obviously this is just how I see it, not to say it is her, right? But to me, there's a striking resemblance. I also feel Sammy is somewhere in here. But these faces This is what I got from her video, and this is the only reason I kept the stuff, is because I got that white car in her video with the boxes. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'm like, look at what she's showing in the background. That's the only reason I make, is because she was showing elements. Other than that, I don't know who she is. Everyone's faces change, right? But it's the elements that are shown behind her that really grabbed my attention. This white truck. But see, this face actually looks like the girl from the Beeston Bunch. Isn't that interesting? Wow. That doesn't even, and this is her video. Now that doesn't even look like her. The fuck? Wait a minute. Oh my God. You guys look at this. Wait a minute. This picture here. So whoever is in here isn't even her. She looks like the girl from the Beeston Bunch. But that girl looks like this girl. They're all in here. So this girl's video that is being shown here, this is supposed to be her right here. That isn't even her in her own video. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not even her. And the truth of the matter is, that girl in her video looks like the girl from the Beeston Bunch. Oh my God, it's all one big vicious circle. Here's the white truck. Wow. See, that's why I don't focus in on the people, because they're all messed up. There's the truck with the thing on the top, the A-frame in there. This is what caught my attention. But now this is really strange. I'm going to have to go back to her videos. I have to find out what channel that is. I don't even know the name of her channel. I don't know who. I don't even remember. That is very interesting. That's her. Huh. I'll have to do a little digging. These are her different pictures. They're all different. Like who's this? This girl, these are all different pictures. But this is a face that's totally new, is right here. Now I've seen that girl's face right there is totally new. And that's none of her in those pictures. These are all different girls once again. I don't know what her channel. But this girl here I've never seen. Ever. So that's why you don't drive yourself crazy with when I see an overlap of photos of people, I put it to the side. And when the time comes like now, if I could match them up, I try. But this is too much confusion and way too many changes in the faces. And her tattoos change all over the place. First it's on her chest, and now it's on her arm. It changes location. So it doesn't, stuff like that, when it doesn't stay the same, to me it's something's wrong. So when I see that someone is doing shit to cover shit up, is the only time I see how like it's all wrong there. It's like half of that is her and half of that is not. So that makes me curious, right? But I don't know what her channel is. Does anyone know what channel this is? Different faces. Yeah, there's so many different faces. That's why I'm mostly curious. I'm mostly curious whose face is on the bottom right-hand corner. Anything that American Dream Chaser did was very complicated. Everything was completely messed up. The videos and all that crap. That is my presentation for tonight. And the number one thing to remember going out and saying goodnight before we do is that something is going on between Idaho 4, Gabby Petito, Kylie Rodney, and this chick that showed up with this whole conversation about Madeleine McCann. Yeah. What do you guys see? Thank you, you guys. Yeah, these are all different faces. And no one wants to come here and discuss it. No one wants to do it. It's the strangest thing, you guys. It is. Thank you, Muffin Top, for keeping everything going in chat. And I'm going to do a little digging on these faces just for the hell of it. Thank you all for being here. I couldn't get through it without ya. Yeah, everything is so freaking creepy. I hope something changes soon. I'm going to bed. You guys, good night for now. Have a wonderful night. Have a great tomorrow. I will see you soon. Thank you to my mod. Thank you, my subscribers and members, and for all the wonderful, beautiful messages you guys are sending. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care. Good night, guys.